2 days back, 24th May, marked 3 months since the Russian invasion of Ukraine started. Parts of Ukraine are trying to limp back to life, hoping for peace. But in parts like Kherson and Zaporizhzhia that are under Russian control, the Kremlin has launched an aggressive campaign to issue passports and citizenship documents to Ukrainians.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a decree simplifying the process for residents of Ukraine's Russian-occupied Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions to acquire Russian citizenship and passport. With this Russification, the two regions are further consolidated. Kyiv called it blatant violation of international law and accused the Kremlin of criminal behavior.
It is not a secret that Russian groups have indeed achieved temporary tactical success in some areas. But it's wrong to interpret these actions as the retreat of Ukrainian forces.
On Wednesday, the Russian military claimed that the key Ukrainian port of Mariupol was functioning again after 3 months of fighting. The Russian forces took control of the strategic port on the Sea of Azov after the last Ukrainian defenders at the giant Azovstal seaside steel plant laid down their weapons. But heavy fighting continues in the north of Ukraine-held Donetsk region.
The situation is difficult. The front line is under shelling at all times. We have heavy fighting in Luhansk direction, in the Lyman territorial community. The enemy is trying to break through and capture Lyman city so as to perform its offensive towards Sloviansk and Kramatorsk.
3 months after the war started, the Kharkiv subway resumed service on Tuesday. Ukrainians praying for the peace to return.
There should be peace. There should be peace. Peaceful life. How much can we fight? I wish there to be peace.
Report from Ukraine. Rajesh Pawar is joining us live from Kyiv. Rajesh, good to have you back with us after quite some time here on India Today. Hope you're doing well. Can you get us a sense of, what are the latest updates or what's happening in Ukraine? 3 months since the war that's played out in Ukraine, and now Russia is offering citizenship, we understand, to Ukrainians.
Look, the situation in central and northern Ukraine has become almost normal. The farming activities have resumed here. Some kind of reconstruction and rebuilding activities have also started in Kyiv and in northern parts of Ukraine. However, war continues in parts of Donbass and in southeast of Ukraine. As far as Russia offering citizenship to Ukrainians, it is again an effort by Russians to lure some people who had some kind of sympathy for Russian cause so that these people can migrate towards Russia and probably join the Russian armed forces. Besides that, things more or less in western, central and northern Ukraine right now looks normal. People are coming back to big cities, including in Kyiv, and things look pretty normal. If you wish, I can show you around from here. The traffic on the roads is normal. People are going for their normal day-to-day activities like it was before the war. Over to you.
Rajesh, I want to understand from you, how has this normalcy really seeped in? Because in 3 months now, Russia continues to maintain that, nothing's changed for them as far as Ukraine is concerned. So what's allowed this normalcy to creep in? Is it that Russia's kind of backed off in some of these areas?
See, if you remember in the initial days of the war, in the first 2 weeks, we had seen massive Russian buildup in the northern parts of Ukraine, including around Kyiv and Chernihiv. And then they announced a unilateral withdrawal, and the Russian forces left the outskirts of Kyiv, which were just 8 kilometers from the city center. And this withdrawal from northern parts of Ukraine and Kyiv somehow affected the normalcy in this region. And now there is no threat of Russian soldiers in this area. And probably that is what making people who had left the city feel a little bit safer now. And they have come back to their homes in big cities like Kyiv and Chernihiv.
Okay, Rajesh, thank you for joining us after a long time. Rajesh Pawar, they're getting us that live update from Kyiv. Nice to have you always with us here on India Today, Rajesh. Let's also get you a ground report that he filed for us earlier about the reconstruction drive in Ukraine. This is an exclusive India Today report.
I'm right now standing in Zaporizhzhia village, which is on the outskirts of Brovary town. This place witnessed a heavy tank battle when the Russian forces had surrounded Kyiv from northwest direction. Behind me, what you see, this building, it was kind of a tactical headquarters of a Russian tank squadron. And this was a big building, a beautiful house, which was reduced to rubble. Now it's a reconstruction time, cleaning out time. You see they've cleaned up the area. You see a rocket here and all the debris, the warlike debris. It's a part of a rocket here, and see this is a machine gun belt here. So they've cleaned up this area. When we came here immediately after the war, when the Russians vacated, there was a command tank standing here, and that is the reason this area was so badly bombarded. But now it has been cleaned up. They have put all this in the garbage bins here. Look, these are all warlike debris. You see, this is shell of a cartridge of a bomb which is blasted, belt of machine guns, a rocket launcher, a disposable rocket launcher. Here they have cleaned up, tried to clean up as much as possible, so some kind of reconstruction of this place can take place. This house was used by the officers of this tank squadron as kind of their residence, as well as some kind of a headquarters. They're cleaning it up, and they are making an effort somehow to get some grants from the government so that they can rebuild their house and can rebuild their life. This is Rajesh Pawar from Brovary, Ukraine, for India Today.